皆さんおはようございます。Thank you for joining me. Today is September 18th, 2025, and this is today's article in Japanese. 2025年9月18日の今日の記事でございます。So for our title today, we have 夏の山で遭難した人、今までで一番多かった。Sorry. So 夏 is summer. 夏の山で So in the mountains in summer 遭難した人 So 遭難する in the past tense to be in distress or to have a disaster or to be in trouble 遭難した人 So people who have been in distress in the mountains in summer 今までで up until now 一番多かった So this summer, people who've gotten lost in the mountains, it's been the greatest number of people that this has happened to this point. So 今までで up to this point, 今 being now, まで being up to. So 今までで一番 number one or most 多い in the past tense. 多かった. So this year we've had the greatest number of people who've gotten lost, well, technically gotten lost, but they're saying in distress in the mountains. So getting lost or getting hurt and then needing people to come help them. Okay, so here is our vocabulary for today's article. We have 夏, which is summer. 山 is a mountain. 遭難する is to be in distress or to have a disaster. 道に迷う is to lose one's way or to get lost. And 転ぶ is to stumble or to fall over. 警察庁 is the national police agency. 亡くなる is to die or to pass away. 服 is clothing. 着る is to wear. And 秋 is fall or autumn.
山で道に迷ったり転んだりして危険になることを遭難と言います。今年の夏、日本の山で遭難した人が今までで一番多くなりました。警察庁によると、7月と8月に遭難した人は917人でした。この中の48人が亡くなりました。遭難した人の 60% 以上が50歳から79歳でした。山の天気をチェックしなかったり、山に登る時の服を着ていなかったりして遭難した人が多かったです。秋になって山に登る人が増えます。警察庁は安全な計画を考えてから山に登るように言っています。
Okay, let's get right into the article.
山で道に迷ったり転んだりして危険になることを遭難と言います。
Okay, so 山で in the mountains, 道に迷ったり. So this is 道に迷う. This was in the vocab. 道に迷う is to get lost or to lose your way. Literally 道 your way or your road. And then 迷う is to lose. So this is in the たり form. So 道に迷ったり. Then we have 転んだり. So 転んだり is to fall or to trip or to fall down. And then we have たり for 迷ったり, たり for 転んだり, and then する going in the te form. So 道に迷ったり転んだりして. So this grammar is often called たりたりする if you want to look it up. It's things like this and this. So in the mountains, getting lost or falling down 危険になる。So 危険 is danger. 危険になる is getting into a dangerous situation. So, and then 危険になることを so that's our object here. So the thing of getting lost or falling down in the mountains and becoming or getting into a dangerous situation is 遭難と言います。called 遭難。So と言います is called. So 遭難 this is kind of like to be in distress or get into trouble. So that's what it's called. It's called 遭難。
今年の夏、日本の山で遭難した人が今までで一番多くなりました。
今年の夏。So this year's summer this year. 今年の夏。日本の山で。日本 Japan 山 mountains. So in Japan mountains or Japanese mountains. 遭難した人。So 遭難する in the past tense connected to 人 people. So people who have gotten in these distressing situations. In the mountains of Japan, 人が今までで so up to the current point, up to now, 一番多くなりました. So we have the e adjective 多い in the くなる form. So this means becoming a certain way. So here 多くなる is increased. So the number of people who've gotten into these dangerous situations in Japanese mountains has become the highest it's ever been. So 今までで一番 the number one or the most. So 一番多くなる would be the greatest it's ever been. 今までで一番多くなりました。
警察庁によると、7月と8月に遭難した人は917人でした。
警察庁によると、so 警察庁 is the National Police Agency, and then によると according to the National Police Agency, 7月と8月 July and August, 7月と8月に遭難した人, so people who've been in distress in July and August, その人は917人でした。So 917 people. So there have been 917 people who have gotten in or been in distress in July and August. 遭難 is kind of a hard word to translate. I'm just going to call it being in distress, but basically getting into trouble, right?
この中の48人が亡くなりました。
この中の so 中 can be used to say within a group. So we've already brought up this 917 people. If we say この中, that means from within this group. And then we're using a no to further describe. So この中の48人. So 48 people from among this group が亡くなりました。So 亡くなりました is to die or to pass away. So out of the 917 people, 48 of them passed away.
遭難した人の 60% 以上が50歳から79歳でした。
遭難した人 people who've been in distress の 60% 以上 So 60% 以上 60% or greater of the people who have been in distress 50歳から79歳でした have been from the age of 50 number with 歳 age so age of 50 to the age of 79 50歳から79歳でした
山の天気をチェックしなかったり、山に登る時の服を着ていなかったりして遭難した人が多かったです。
Okay, so once again we have this tari tari suru grammar here. They're giving us examples of things that are happening. So yama no tenki o, so yama, mountain, tenki, weather. Weather in the mountains. Yama no tenki o chekku shinakattari. So chekku suru, to check something. And then chekku shinai, in the past tense, chekku shinakattari. And this tari here is saying things like not checking the weather in the mountains, or yama ni noboru toki, when you climb the mountain, no fuku, so the clothes for when you climb mountains, or mountain climbing gear, attire, o kite inakattari shite, kite inai, so currently in the state of not wearing them, right? Kite inakattari shite. And then the tari tari suru, so things like not checking the weather in the mountains, things like not wearing the appropriate mountain climbing attire. Shite, 遭難した人が多かったです. So people who have been, or who got in distress due to not checking the weather in the mountains, or not wearing the appropriate clothes for mountain climbing. Now, I don't think the clothes are making that big of a deal, but I know Japanese people might disagree with me on that one, so I'll just let it slide. Okay.
秋になって山に登る人が増えます。
秋になって、秋 being fall or autumn, 秋になって. So it will become fall, and 山に登る, to climb mountains, 人, so people who climb mountains, 山に登る人が増えます. So the people who will be climbing mountains will increase. 増える is to increase. So it will be fall, and in the fall, there will be a lot more people who are climbing in the mountains. Or hiking. Yeah. Not just mountain climbing. Noboru can be just hiking up a mountain.
警察庁は安全な計画を考えてから山に登るように言っています。
Okay, let me scroll down for you. Oh, my camera is really weird. Sorry about that. My chair is super weird. ごめんなさい. I'll fix that for next time. はい。So, 警察庁は安全な計画を考えてから. So, 警察庁は the National Police Agency は安全な計画. So, 安全 is safe. It's a na adjective connecting to 計画. So, 安全な計画, a safe plan. 計画 being plan. を考えてから. So, 考える with te form following or having a kara after there. So, 考える in the te kara form. So, this is actually probably a grammar I should have introduced. So, te form with kara right after it is like after doing this, then this, or after this happening, this happens. So, or we've got 安全な計画を考えてから. After thinking about a safe plan, or coming up with a safe plan, 山に登るように言っています. So, 山に登る, climbing or hiking in the mountains. ように言っています. So, ように is kind of like a so that grammar. So, ように言っています is they are saying it so that you do something, or they're giving instructions or guidance. So, they're saying, please think of a safe plan before you go out and climb or hike in the mountains. So, this ように言っています, they're saying it so that you do this. They're trying to convince you. They're trying to persuade you so that you do this. Right? Cool. And that is the article of the day. Thank you so much for being here. If you like what you're seeing, please go ahead and give that thumbs up button a smash, and follow the channel. We will still be doing these every weekday. So thank you for being here, and ありがとうございました。また明日。